fears are mounting over the instability of the Sahel region with an announcement by France to pull its remaining troops out of Niger. It comes in the wake of July's coup, which saw democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum deposed by the military. It's bringing SABC News correspondent Sarah Coates for the latest update. Sarah, good afternoon. We've seen, the decision to pull French troops out of Niger. We're wondering how this is going to impact France's foreign Africa policy. And also, if there ever any growing concerns about the Wagner Group in Africa. In view of what's transpired, what's the latest on your end?
Yes, hello there. Well, look, at this stage, it does remain unclear if the French ambassador to Niger, Sylvain Etta, has actually made it out or how he made it out of the country after this announcement there from French President Emmanuel Macron earlier this week that the top diplomat and other embassy staff be brought back to France. Also, these soldiers, these people, they were effectively under house arrest since earlier this month, surviving on rations, military rations, with their internet, electricity cut off. Now, they were in a situation after the military junta ordered police to expel them, also cancelling their visas after the French envoy refused with Niger's top diplomat, with the foreign minister there, and also due to the fact that France failed to recognise these coup leaders in the wake of this takeover, saying that they would only recognize democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum. Now, on the back of that announcement, Macron to pull these diplomats and the soldiers out of the West African country, Niger's military rulers said would be closing their airspace to all French aircraft, really begging the question as to how these diplomats could have made it out of the country. Now, in addressing this situation, Macron went on to say that these remaining 1,500 soldiers, which, as you mentioned, have been on the ground now for a very long time to really counter this Islamic insurgency, which is a huge problem in the region, they will be brought out in the coming weeks and months, with Emmanuel Macron saying that this will be done in coordination with these coup leaders in a very manner. So, very worrying, the situation there at the moment. We have had word this has also moved some of its soldiers. They are still in the country, plans to withdraw them at this stage, but they have been moved to a more secure drone base rather than the military facility they were previously stationed at.
Sarah, thank you for that. At this point, how are French citizens reacting to this news?
Yeah, well, look, there really are not many details at the moment regarding this ambassador, but it has been quite a problem for some time. The French have been wanting their forces to withdraw from the country, basically seeing it as a waste of time, given that there's been so much anti-French sentiment currently in the country, these huge protests outside of these diplomatic missions and also outside of these military bases. It was only earlier this month that tens of thousands of people gathered outside of the French military base there, demanding that France leave. So, this really just seems to be a culmination. We do know at the beginning of this coup, French President Macron, he said he would not remove any soldiers unless it was at the request of this democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum. But he's really, made a change of heart, a backflip there, bowing to Niger's coup authorities by removing these soldiers.
Sarah Coates, thank you for that update.